Buzz with Jess Lujan.
Reduction of the senators from 15 to 7, would that be a reality? And that, of course, if this bill initiative passes, it makes it on the ballot and it passes on the next election cycle, 2014. This will go into effect 2016, right?
Well, we're trying to push it for 2014. We still have to see.
No, but I'm saying if it passes in 2014, it'll take effect in the 2016 general election, right?
Well, yes. Well, I guess there are statutes that we're still I guess understanding. The legal counsel will be able to recite that. But I think most likely, you probably are right. We want to try and make it effective immediately, but that's probably another initiative on top of it already. And
well, I mean, the legislature can help you out and just cut the size down themselves.
Right. And that's the thing is it would be nice for them to actually take the initiative to go in and do change. This is about them doing their job.
Let me ask you this, because we're talking about this, and obviously you were I'm sure you were a registered voter. I'm sure you were active in this last campaign as well. And,
yes.
And maybe as a result of your activity this last campaign, prompted even more to say, hey, wait a minute, you're not moving as fast as you should be moving. But let me ask you this, because there are a few senators out there that on the campaign they said they supported a part-time legislature. I've yet to see a bill, I could be mistaken, but I yet to see a bill that reflects that of a part-time legislature.
Yes, I believe it's Senator Lim Tiaco that you're referring to that's trying
to... Well, no, there are a few other ones as well that said they supported that,
yes.
But in the support of, but I have not seen a piece of legislation at this point that reflects that says we're going to do it and act upon it. The only bill at this point that has had a public hearing, there's any reference to again, term limits, is increasing the number of years served and capping it at 2 consecutive terms at 4 years apiece, which means you can serve for 8 consecutive years, provided you win, the re-election after your 4 years, yes. Then get out for a term, which is 4 years, and then go back in again, and you can continuously to do that. So that's the only piece that I've seen so far introduced, other than your proposed initiative.
Yes.
So again, I'm kind of disappointed that it hasn't been done. Now, would you be in favor of your initiative from 15 to 7, and 7 being part-time?
That's actually pretty good. We've had a lot of mixed reviews since we've started with this whole process and getting all the feedback. And some of the comments have been, a part-time legislation that they'd rather have it go back to the way it was with, I guess, the first legislature that came out, where it was part-time, and they got paid for, per session, and they went on to recess and everything. So it is another option, and I urge everybody out there, to go ahead and contact the senators behind it and the ones that want to bring it up to the forefront. And if this is something we can do, let's go and do it. But we know something needs to get done.
Sure.
And this is not this initiative is not a one-size-fits-all. When I said I had 80% completed, it's because we still need the people to put their own input, because that's the most important thing.
And so basically, the 15 to 7 can still evolve into something else. It could still evolve into a part-time 7 based on the input of the people.
At this point, nothing's set in stone, but what we did want to do is create the awareness and get all the feedback. We do want to stand for something, and we do stand for reduction and savings, setting the example, have returning the power back to the people, and a government that serves the people.
Yeah.
And most importantly, but when we move forward, we can go in which direction better suits the people. I mean, we had ideas out there. We're going with city councils, reducing this, even it was brought up for the mayors too as well, to maybe just the north, central, and south, just 3. So what I want to do is in the next coming days, I want to go ahead and try to have a first open public meeting and go ahead and get the input. The only thing that I'm worried at is that the site that I choose might not be big enough, and we might have a lot of individuals, proponents, coming there and concerned, but we just want to make sure that we can accommodate and hear out everybody that took the time to come and voice their opinion.
Hey, the lawmakers will definitely enforce the fire code then. Hey, we'll be right back with Ryan Calvo when we return.